Hi, thanks for watching this video. So in this quick video, I want to make it quick because my headphones are low and they might turn off. But in this quick video, I want to go over everything you need to know about, the power of using virtual assistants, as well as, the scalability of it and how cost effective it can really be. Okay. So quick background on me and how I started using using virtual assistants for my agency. Well, beginning of last year, I was struggling with being consistent with my outreach. I was working full time and had not literally booked a single meeting in almost 6 months. I was selling paid advertising and sales funnels to coaches and consultants. And on YouTube, I was on YouTube and I ended up seeing an ad from Ravi Abuvala. You probably know him, about how you can grow your business with just a $3 an hour virtual assistant. And it caught my attention, right? I ended up watching the whole video sales letter and and understanding about how great this opportunity could be. But I didn't really end up moving forward because I didn't want to spend money, okay, to get the VA from them. Limiting beliefs about money and stuff. Although I didn't necessarily book a call with them to actually learn more about what they can help me achieve, I decided to go to the source and make some job postings on specific websites, okay, to get candidates. So, I went online, was able to find websites where I can actually hire my own virtual assistants without having to, I mean, you do have to pay for the website to get access to the candidates, but you don't actually have to pay someone to get them. Okay. I didn't end up picking any candidates from those websites, but a guy from the Philippines who owned an outreach agency using virtual assistants ended up contacting me on LinkedIn, and I ended up moving forward with him, even though he was charging me, two times, 2x what a normal VA would cost me every month. Okay. And the reason why I ended up going for someone who charges me more is because I was like, well, it does save me time from having to train my own virtual assistant and training them on something that I had technically not done enough of. So I wasn't an expert. So how would I expect to train someone on something that I haven't yet done? Okay. But fast forward a month in, I literally ended up closing my first client who wired me like 4.5K. It was insane, probably the best feeling I've ever had from just going from nothing to literally making 4.5K in like a 30-minute sales call. It was insane. But it was all from the efforts of outreach that the agency using virtual assistants, it was all from their efforts, right? But then after a few months of working together, I ended up wanting to test different channels, right? I wanted to test out Facebook group prospecting. I wanted to test Instagram outreach. I wanted to test more LinkedIn stuff, okay? But I did not have the budget to really go crazy and just double up how many VAs I was using from that agency. So I ended up hiring my own virtual assistants and training them. I had more time because I literally had quit my job before I actually got the first client, but it ended up paying off. But yeah, so I ended up hiring my own VAs and and training them. I think I hired 2 to 3 virtual assistants back in August and September, and after working with them and seeing how I was literally able to scale my agency to multiple five figures, no, like to 13.5K in like 68 days. And that growth led me to wanting to literally pivot. I mean, and I did. It led me to pivoting my whole business and starting an appointment setting agency, okay, in November. And right now we're running a multiple six-figure agency with around 10 to 15 virtual assistants, okay? And to show you to how extent I've taken this, my fractional COO is from the Philippines. My accountant is from the Philippines. My senior manager is from the Philippines. I literally run my whole team with virtual assistants. And if you looked at how my margins look, you would definitely want to do the same, okay? I'm probably with 10, 15 people, I'm still going with like 60, 70% margins, which is pretty ridiculous, right? And yeah, that's how effective this can be. So, why do I recommend every agency owner or online service-based business to have at least one VA? Okay. Well, the first reason is because a lot of people forget that the main goal of starting a business is to start a business. If you go on Google and look at the definition of business, you see that it's a group of people working towards the same goal. It might be a financial goal, it might be whatever, but If you don't have someone in your team who's actually chasing the same goal as you don't have a business. You are the master and the slave, like Grant Cardone would say, right? You're the prisoner and the person who literally guards the prisoners, or the person who keeps who runs the prison, right? So you've got to figure out a way to become to leverage yourself, to leverage other people. At least if you want to make 100K a month or a few millions a month, right? Or a few millions a year. Like if you want to stay small, perfect. That's okay. You can do everything without anyone, okay? But I recommend that you build a business because that's how you get to achieve freedom, okay? So the second thing is cost effective. It's probably like, where else could you get someone to work for you for $3 an hour, where it actually represents for them like a six-figure salary in Canada or in the States, right? So although for us it seems like it's pretty cheap, for them it's like making 80K a year, right? So you're winning on the money and they're winning on the money side, right? So it's a win-win for everyone. But it's so cost effective because if you have one VA working, let's say you pay them 350, $400 a month, well, they could do over 1,000 outreach, right? And if they book, let's say 20 meetings, 30 meetings a month, and you close 3 to 5 deals, well, you've made such a big return that it's ridiculous for you to not keep doing it. And me personally, whenever I'm able to scale up a certain platform and certain book an amount of meetings, this thing scales linearly, right? So if I want to do 2 times as much, I just have to hire someone else to do the same amount of volume, okay? And it scales linearly. While if you were to do it with paid ads, you might go, you might spend $500 and only get one meeting, when you cannot just say, oh, I spent $500, I got one meeting, so if I spend another 500, I'll get another meeting. No, it doesn't work like that. It's non-linear, right? You could go spend a whole thousand, maybe get 5 meetings, but if you scale to 2,000, you might end up only getting one meeting, right? Because it doesn't work like that. And the third thing is volume. A lot of people don't understand that volume negates luck, okay? If you want to get lucky, do enough volume. If you really want to scale your business, do enough volume, okay? If you're doing 10 emails a day, like what do you expect, right? You're going nowhere, okay? Get a virtual assistant, pay them $3 an hour, 3, 4 hours a day, and they'll do 100 DMs a day. They'll do 100 emails a day. That's what you need, okay? And then happiness. It's like, I can't tell you guys how how it makes me happy to just wake up and see things getting done every day. Regardless of if I show up or don't show up, things get done for me as well as for my clients. And that really brings happiness because at least it shows you that you've built something. Okay. And what does it look like when you have a great team of virtual assistants moving your whole company to new levels and making you the most profitable company in your industry, right? I'm about to show you guys my Slack, but what I want to go over at this last point is because if you run your company with $3 per hour people, okay? What that means is that you literally gain an edge over your competitors because if everyone is just running their business with $15 an hour people or employees and $20, $30, well, they're actually thinking their thinking is limited because they're scared of how profitable they are. While if you're just keeping everything really cheap per hour, and you're going in other countries to go find your employees, well, you have a lot of capital, okay, that is left. And that means that you can play a much more long-term game than anybody else. You can literally say, hey, I don't want to close any clients this month for the next 60 days because I want to improve my products. Because you know that you can even go 3 months without closing a deal, but you'll still be able to get to pay payroll, okay? And that's why it's so effective. And it has literally helped me literally transition to a consultancy without having to worry about, oh, I have to close clients. No, I literally block out my whole calendar and don't even worry about closing any new clients because I'm focused on long term. But if you're paying $20,000 in salaries every month, you cannot go more than 2 months without getting deals in because then you'll be like, oh man, I don't have any employees anymore. Okay. Let me just show you this. I'm not sure if it will show you. Okay, I think you guys can see. So as you see here, every day we get my specialists, my managers, they go in and actually give an update. Like here, Reg, she's the senior manager. She helps me manage the whole team. She gives an update twice a week to my clients. This is Ian. He's a specialist that has been working for me for the past, I think, like 6, 7 months. Tin is also a great specialist. She does amazing things. As you see here, appointments, right? So this gets done automatically. I don't have to come in and even look at what they've done. All I just come in is like, oh wow, we're getting meetings every day now, right? But these are all the channels that we work on, and you can see here reports, Boundless Social. This is another client, but like we could go on and on, right? But I don't want to waste too much of your time here. Let's go back to the main thing. So, what is their training about, right? Because this main video is about me going over how why I use virtual assistants, but why I've actually started to place them for other agencies and for other service-based businesses, okay? So the virtual assistants that we hire for our clients and we train them on Instagram prospecting and rainmaking. Okay. Instagram is a place to be if you're looking to book meetings with brands, coaches, fitness people, real estate agents, really anyone. Okay. Anyone who needs Instagram for awareness for their company. And that's technically everyone nowadays. Okay. And then we also train them on how to prospect in Facebook groups. We train them how to join Facebook groups, find the people that raise their hands looking for solutions in comments, how to approach ideal clients, and most importantly, how to build a network for you with qualified customers that you can sell to. Okay. And then the next thing is Lemlist. I still recommend that you use automation tools even when you have virtual assistants because it will save not only money. It will not only save you money, but most importantly, your time, but also your VA's time. Okay? Because even if a VA is cheap, you don't want to have them spend time doing menial tasks that could literally be automated. Okay? Automation first, and then virtual assistant second. Snowvio, we teach them how to scrape and collect decision makers' emails. LinkedIn prospecting, we cover everything there is to know about LinkedIn, whether that's scraping, doing everything manually, or even using automation tools to actually take care of everything. Okay. Facebook ad library. This is beneficial for e-commerce agencies, and we cover that. So let's say if you want her or him to actually go in the Facebook ad library of the brand and find brands that are running less than 20 ads, then they'll take care of that. Okay. We also have a process where we have a proprietary process to find qualified brands without using the good old My IPS. I've never actually used this, but I saw that a lot of people use it to find brands that are hosted on Shopify. Okay, we don't have to go through that process of looking at all the brands hosted. We have another way of doing it. But most importantly, we train them on what to do when they face issues, restrictions on any of these platforms, okay? Because anybody can teach you how to find and message leads, right? You could find 10,000 YouTube videos on it, but no one will show you how to predictably get your banned accounts back or even how to find how to avoid it in the first place, okay? That's really why you work with us, is because we run a prospecting agency. We've had over 15 virtual assistants and we face the issues, right? So what you're getting is actually to avoid those issues by paying for us to actually help you place and hire and place someone within your agency. Okay, that's the main thing, and it's literally value. It's valuable. That's the value. Okay, so what's the outcome of having a trained VA from us, right? Well, you get an independent employee that only costs you $3 Canadian, more specifically Canadian dollars an hour, that can predictably scale your agency's service business to multiple five figures per month. And of course, you also gain more free time because if you're not scraping leads, if you're not messaging, then you can actually focus on learning things that are much more valuable. Okay. Um, but something that a lot of people don't understand is that you need a good offer for this to work, okay? Your VA will not make miracles work. Like they'll not create miracles, right? If you can't figure out how to make your business work, your VA will not do it for you. Because I see a lot of people who think that, oh, okay, I'm about to hire an appointment setter, I'm about to hire a virtual assistant, and all of a sudden my business is going to grow. No, it doesn't work like that, okay? But the good thing is that if you work with us, well, our business is literally how to grow other people's business using organic methods. So we can also suggest you a few stuff, consult you if needed. Okay. So if you're already making multiple five figures per month, let's say you're 15, 20K, 50K a month, well, and have never used virtual assistants, then you're in for a ride, okay? Because whatever you've been able to achieve, you can literally 10x it using 2 to 5 trained virtual assistants in the next 90 days, literally, okay? But but yeah, why get a VA from us instead of going to the source, right? Well, there are hundreds, if not thousands, of VA placement agencies out there that promise you to give you trained VAs for like 250, okay, a month, or just one-time fee, okay? And they claim that okay, you'll get VAs that are being paid like $1 per hour, and so why pick VAs from us, right? Well, like I just said, it's like but I'll cover it, okay? Well, it's pretty simple. I've run an appointment setting agency for the past 6, 7 months, okay? Where we've worked with agency owners in all kinds of niche, okay? Mostly e-com, real estate, dentists, mortgage brokers, coaches, consultants, etc. Okay, you name any niche, okay? We've worked in it. And we have built so many processes and workflows to be able to deliver results for our clients that by the time the VA that we place in your company, in your agency, they will literally, by the time we actually place them, they will know more about outbound prospecting than you and even the expert who keeps posting content about how you can land clients on YouTube, right? Your VA will know more than all these experts, literally, okay? Because they're getting trained on the exact things that are working for us to get our clients meetings. They will be learning from that, okay? So, would you rather get a VA from a placement agency that just does hiring and placement for businesses, or from an actual appointment setting agency whose specialty is booking meetings and not placing VAs, right? Like, what would you pick? Because at the end of the day, you don't want a VA. You want someone who can book you meetings predictably, right? Because if you just want a VA, well, and then I don't recommend you come to us. But if you actually want meetings and you want to grow your business, then definitely come to us, right? I know people charging like 2.5K because I once got on a sales call with someone who wanted to sell a virtual assistant to me, and he was charging like 1,500, 2.5K, which is ridiculous, right? That's too much. But um, I personally believe that we could easily charge people 2.5K because we've just spent so much time actually iterating our processes, but it's still not even that close. It's way cheaper than that, less than almost half than that. Okay. So if you're pretty smart, you would go with us, in my opinion, right? Because at the end of the day, you want to grow your business. You don't want to just get the VA for the VA. You want to get someone who can do the work while remaining cost effective or being efficient with your money. Okay. And truthfully, our placement processes are not yet as good as they could be, but I bet you that the outbound prospecting and appointment setting processes are perfect, right? And that's really why I want to get so many people to actually work with us so that we can help them train their virtual assistants, okay? So yeah, if you're looking to get some volume done, if you want to get some meetings set and more free time for just $3 Canadian per hour, then book a call with me or just send me a message. It's pretty simple. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Hope you're doing good. Hope you're killing it. Let's make this year our year. Let's go. Bye bye.